Hi, I'm Pete, and this is an HKNow Store unboxing. What I'm expecting to get is another member of the wonderful DaYan Gem series of puzzles. So far, there are 4 members of the family, from the DaYan Gem 1 all the way up to wonderful DaYan Gem 4. And then there's been a little lull in the production of these puzzles, but now DaYan is back full force making gem puzzles. Now, for some reason, they've decided to release the DaYan Gem VII before some of the other ones, but here it is. This was a pre-order that I made 2 weeks and 2 days ago, so that didn't take very long at all. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. There's been some discussion on the Twisty Puzzle forum about what the geometry of this puzzle is. It looks very much like the truncated octahedron of the DaYan Gem 3 and 4, but it's been being called a rhombic dodecahedron. I was just looking at some models in Stella 4D, the great piece of software you can get online, and I think it might be a truncated rhombic dodecahedron. So, but we'll see. All right, I also ordered a couple of these great bags from Calvin's Puzzles, the new ones, and those are beautiful, aren't they? I travel quite a bit, and I take my puzzles around, and so that's the bag. Now, I don't know if it'll fit something as big as a gem. I'm gonna see. It actually looks like it might, but if not, it certainly have lots of other puzzles I can put in there. Okay, that's it for the box. Now, here we go. There's the DaYan Gem 7 cube, and so it has it has a bit of a cutout. You can sort of see the puzzle peeping out there. It says some things in Chinese to see if you can read that. There's a picture of it. Now, as of this videoing, the picture of the DaYan Gem cube on the HKNow Store may not actually be entirely accurate. It may be a different gem cube. Okay, so there's the warning. Avoid to put any parts in your mouth or choke on. So basically, don't choke on this, is what they're saying. So probably some good advice. And 0 to 3, no. So for my viewers who are older than 3, I guess if you've had your 3rd birthday and a day has passed, then you can try this puzzle. That's great. Yeah. So anyway, the picture of the puzzle that they had on the HKNow Store might not be this one. It might be something else in the series. But that's what we're going to look at here. Oh, it comes stickered, so it's sort of nice, I guess, to get to play with it right away. And yeah, oh man, this is just awesome. There've been so many great puzzles this summer, and it just keeps getting better and better. Okay, you see, I'm so eager there. I'm having trouble opening the bag. I don't want to wreck it because I can use this bag. All right. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, definitely superficially it does resemble the DaYan Gem 4. With the squares on top, you actually see it's not quite as different as I expected, but really it's just a shape, really, because you still have hexagons. You have a square in the middle, and you have 4 hexagons. But the hexagons are much smaller on the DaYan Gem 7 than they are on the 4. I don't think the DaYan Gem 7 had regular hexagons. I think the ones that the edges that are adjacent to square faces are narrower than the ones that are hex edges. But this one, I think the effect is really exaggerated. The hexagon is kind of squished quite a bit, so it seems to be much wider on this dimension than it is on that dimension. So yeah, it's quite. Let me get the same color face here and show that it's quite. There you go. There's a proper. Quite a difference. Now, part of it's exaggerated a little bit by that sort of dodgy sticker placement. So yeah, so superficially they look the same, but clearly a different shape. This is a more regular shape, probably truncated octahedron, the Gem 4, and this one, you know, I really don't know yet what it's going to be, but you know, that's a nice thing about participating in online discussions, and you know, presenting ideas and seeing other people's ideas. I'm going to put it out there that I'm calling this a truncated rhombic dodecahedron, and yeah, well, see if that sticks or not. Now, the moment of truth, we're going to try turning this, and okay, needs just a bit of lube. Definitely a lighter puzzle than the DaYan Gem 4 and 3. So in a way, it's good, I guess. If you know, it's lighter, as long as the quality is still there, and that's the thing, because these other puzzles were really high quality. You know, in a way, it's good if it's you know, if it's a little lighter, because I can carry it a little easier. So yeah, so it's a little scratchy. It just probably needs a bit of loop, but that's easy enough to do on a puzzle like this. So I want to make it clear, and this was the discussion on the Twisty Puzzle forum. The squares don't turn, and let's see. I believe there's only one of the Gem series where the squares turn, and that's the Gem 3, where the edges and the squares turn. On the 4. The squares didn't turn, but you got the deep cut turning instead. So what do we get on the DaYan Gem 7? Well, we get the hexagons turning. Okay. And, whoops, yeah, so the hexagons turn. Yeah, it definitely needs a bit of loop, but that'll be fine. And then we also get some jumbling. So the jumbling will be that these edges can be moved around. So let's just give that a little try here. And I'm sort of have the advantage of having had you know, seen people discussing this puzzle a bit before I do my unboxing. So it's kind of nice. Okay, maybe I don't know how to make a jumble. Okay, I'm gonna put this up top. So what I'm looking for is basically a turn that sort of aligns some of these pieces. Ah, there we go. No, oops. I don't know why I even tried that. Okay, there's a sticker that's kind of sloppy there. Wow, those stickers are kind of sloppy. I'm not sure I really like that. Okay, so well, stickers can be fixed. Okay, so there you go. So oh, okay, these are irregular. Yeah, of course, because you've got squares. Yeah, so these are irregular hexagons. So the question is, can I change an edge? Yes, I can, I think. Can I change an edge? A square edge here. Okay, I'm not sure if that's a legitimate jumbling move or if it's definitely not going all that easily. Let's see here. Okay, so this one would also be a type of jumbling. Okay, that one, yeah, that one definitely goes. So that's kind of neat. So I can jumble this. So then presumably if I go find something similar on the other side, then I can also exchange those two. Don't mind me, I'm just having fun with my new puzzle here. Okay, that. Okay, that's looking a little rough. Alright, well I don't know how to make that one happen. So, but that, okay, so that's the sort of thing you can do. I am curious to know if I can, because these squares don't turn at all. There was some question about why why there's a split right there. This can't be fused, right? That was basically the point. Okay, so my question then becomes, can I make these pieces move at all? Is there a way to make these squares move? Yeah, it wouldn't make a lot of sense if for this piece to be split if it can't be moved around. So I am just going to keep trying here. Of course, if, once I get the puzzle looped, things might be a little more obvious. Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's supposed to happen, but there you go. So I do have these little squares moved off to the side. Who knows if you're allowed to do that? Maybe I just broke my puzzle. Or maybe that's supposed to be the way it goes. Okay, I can go this way. No, apparently it's not supposed to go like that. So I'm going to take a little break here and reassemble my puzzle, and then give you my final thoughts. Oh my. It goes in there. Okay. It is pretty loose. I'll give them that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go and just going to go 1/2 a turn there. Yep. And I'm just going to try and distribute that lube a bit better. Maybe I just kind of put a little bit in here. There we go. Okay, I think that might be good, just like that. I don't want to over lube it. That would not be good. Yeah, okay, that's, yeah, just to keep it a lube, and it's just great. So yeah, I'd like to suggest that it was just a little bit under tensioned when I first got it, and that was the problem. Not really a big deal. Gave me a chance to look inside the mechanism, and yeah. Okay, where were we? I was trying to see if there was some jumbling. Now I'm afraid. I don't really know. Am I allowed to jumble this? Am I not? I don't even know what to. I don't even know now. It sure seemed like it was good, right? I mean, it seemed like you could do that. But anyway, I won't do it. I won't risk it. But now you know, right? You can try it on your own puzzle. But definitely these funky edges, that's clearly something that's allowed. And I think, for example, I can go there, and then I can, so I can exchange those two funky edges. Okay. So the question then was, can this triangle that's above the square faces move? And I was asked in the Twisty Puzzle Forum, and there was some discussion about it. Looking at the mechanism, certainly if we could turn the square face, it'll move left and right. I've seen that. This particular version of the gem doesn't allow the square face to turn. So after thoroughly exploring the DaYan Gem VII and testing the jumbling, and being thoroughly convinced that that the square faces didn't turn. I was I was on Twisty Puzzle Forum, and someone asked me basically, asked a question about how these pieces interact. So I decided, a picture's worth 1,000 words. I decided to take these two pieces out because I knew how to do that from my puzzle exploding earlier. And then, as I took the pictures of them, I looked at them. I said, okay, they definitely slide back and forth, no problem. And then I looked down on the mechanism, and I asked myself, what is blocking these pieces from rotating? And basically, I couldn't find anything that blocked those pieces from rotating. So with a center off, I tried turning them, and they actually seemed to turn. So I put it all back together, put a little lube in there, and then I very carefully wiggled this back and forth, and I got it to turn. Okay. Now, it's pretty stiff right now, but I think it probably just needs some lube. But the fact is that the square faces on the DaYan Gem turn. So the picture that was posted on the HKNow Store that we all thought was of a different puzzle because these just didn't seem to turn, in fact, is the DaYan Gem VII. So I'm really I'm pleased to note that. It's a little embarrassing to be, really, it didn't seem like they turned. Now, of course, it makes a lot more sense that the puzzle would have that, because otherwise, how do these pieces get from one a spot to another? So, well, there you go. You learn as you go. So, well, what does that mean for the rest of these faces? How am I going to get them to start turning? Well, they are very, very stiff, so you could probably just wiggle it back and forth like I'm doing right there. The other possibility, I think, would be to lubricate these sliding surfaces. Now, you've got 4 of them on here to consider. Because I put some lube on this one, I think one of the answers might be to do something like this. To distribute some of that lube. Okay, and there you go. Yeah, it's turning better already. So just distributing some of that lube is probably the way to go here. All right, well, that was my little supplement to the DaYan Gem. It threw this little surprise at me here at the last minute, but I'm very pleased with this puzzle, and I'm very pleased. No, I'm not going to try that again. Okay, now back to the video. So what we have then on the DaYan Gem VII is the jumbling and the movement of the hexagonal faces, and I think we're going to have lots of fun learning how to solve it, learning how to take advantage of the jumbling, and I think it's going to be a great fun puzzle. It's already starting to turn much better than it did out of the box. I think tightening it up a little bit really helped. It helped the turning, and yeah, so I think it'll be fine. Just a half a turn is really all it needed. The stickering, I have to say, I'm a little disappointed. It's mainly, there's a little bubbling, but mainly it's the placement of those little triangular stickers. So there's enough of them that are problematic that I'm going to try and fix them one way or the other. But other than that, the puzzle's really nice, and it's a nice design, and it's starting to break in and turn well. So I'm happy with it, and I'm glad I got it, and looking forward to figuring out how to solve it. As always, I welcome your questions, your suggestions, your comments. So please feel free to leave feedback on this video, and that's it for me. Thanks for watching.